Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so happy to be here with each and every one of you. Whew. And we are right in the middle of this eclipse energy. Happy Sunday. I just finished up with today's clients and all of the things. These energies will continue to flow, so if you are looking for a one-on-one session, please email or message me. All the information will be in the description box. And let us begin. I wanted to come on here and just be of service to each and every one of you, to the world at large, if we can influence and bring some good, healthy, beautiful, powerful light codes and light vibes into the world. Let's do it. So if you want to go ahead and just take a couple of deep breaths, I'm going to go ahead and just get you all good and cleared off. Thank you so much for your likes, your comments, subscribing, being here with me and us and this beautiful light family. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much for helping me to grow this channel. Let's go ahead and just clear all of your energy from today off, all of the fear, all of the worry, all of the stresses, anything that may be causing you any kind of mental stress. And there's a lot going around right now, so I just encourage you to be grounding into the earth. If you can just sit out in the sun and close your eyes and allow the pineal gland to line up to the sun and funnel that energy in and out, you will get a massive healing and clearing for the entire body and energy system. Use the sun to help you to heal. Use the sun to be of service to you. It's there for you. It's free. Nobody's charging you to use the sun. Use it. All right, let us begin. Up under your feet. All right, here we go. You guys know I use light language, so we're going to use some of that tonight. We're going to go ahead and just tap into the collective. Hands on the ground. Alay oyate economade. Garamayati isinay. Lokoyate isinay. Alay rukinamade. Karamaya ti isinamay. La iate isinay. Kuroy la ilokinamade. Karamaya ti isinamay. La ilakinamade. Situpuroy ti isinay. Lakia ti isinoy. La ilokinamade. Karamaya ti isinamaya. Chirakalay ilakinamade. Opening, expanding the crown. Halay oyate esikanamay, te isanay, tilakay, te usanamay, te ilakay, te isanay, ilakinamade, beginning to activate and stimulate the crown. Kalamaya put the isanay, talay, ilaka, the isanamay, alakaya, te isanay, chinamalay, ilakinamade, kuray, te isanay, tilay, ilakinamade, kanamaya, the isanay, ilakinamay, te isanay, ilakinamade. Begin to connect into the crown. Connecting into all of your beautiful higher selves. They're showing me a vision of Jesus welcoming a long line of people into what looks to me like a very high vibrational place. He's like welcoming kids in, welcoming like this energy in. Everybody's dressed in white. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, they're just showing me him kind of leaning down and hugging the kids and then bringing people in. Everybody's dressed in white. Everybody's beautiful and dressed in white. He's dressed in white, looking very beautiful. Alaikia ati isanamaya te elokaya te isanai. Tinamalai iti elakinamai iti isanai. Dirakarai urukinamade. And just hear like calling the souls home. Alahia tri shadagramae te isanai ilakinama andai. Kuramaya ti isanai ilakirokinama andai sidamandai elakuya ti isanai. Kuramaya ti isanai elokoya te isanai turahira kinama andai. Kiramaya ti isanamai ilakinama andai. Wow, this is interesting. They're showing me like a vision of like a body of God. And like I'm seeing this very, very big white like body, like a physical, like a shape of a body. And all of these souls that they're welcoming home right now, I'm seeing that big light body. This is going to sound weird, but it's like purging those souls up and out. So I also feel like whoever those souls were in a lot of torment, were in a lot of pain. So it's like we're purging them up and out, bringing them into a higher vibration, releasing them from that darkness, whatever that was. So it's actually very beautiful now that I'm thinking about it consciously, like bringing them up and bringing them out, getting them out of the of the pain and the suffering. Alakuya the isanai, Elokinama ade, Kalamia the isanamae, Alakuya the isanamae, Tirabaya the ekaraya the isanai, Aleo the isanamae, the erokai, Elakinama ade. I'm hearing like Mount Sinai, Mount Sinai. Alakuya the isanamai, the eshanamai, Kala irokanama ade, stupidi, Alakuya the eshanama ade. They're showing me the sun shining down. So we're like at this event, whatever's happening, they're showing me the sun is coming down. Alakuya the isanai. Kuramaya the isanamai, Elakanama ade. A Native American grandmother just came into my vision. Alakia the eshanamai, Chudakramade, long white hair, very beautiful old face. Alakia Lukanamade, beautiful old face. Galai the isanai, Rukanama ade, Sid Gulai the isanai, Alakoya the isanamai, holding a staff. Galai the isanai, Chudakanai, Kinamaya, Yelakanamade, her pineal gland's lighting up, and it's got the sun. It's the sun with a cross. It's a very protective symbol. Her pineal gland is lighting up for you. Alakia duresinamae, Jedalai, Eluelakila, Elakadoma, Diasakai, Diasinamae, Elakanoma day. So the cross with the circle with the cross went in. Now the circle with the X went in. Helakia, Yurakinama day, protection. Walakia, the Isinamae, the Isinai, Jedamade, Elakinama day, Sinai, Elokinama, Yelakinai, Kalai, Elakarai, the Isinai, Elakonama day. She's just saying, for those who have eyes to see, let them see. For those who have hearts, let them feel. For those who have ears, let them hear. For those who have a body, let them move. Alakia de Shinamai, de Lahira Kinama Ade, Karabaya de Isine, Irekinama Ade, Cinemade, Lokinama Ade. I'm seeing just like two visions, you know, her with this wise energy coming in, and then they're still showing me the vision of Jesus welcoming these souls home. Dalai Elokinama Ade, Sidilai, Elakura, the Isinamai, Jiroklai, Lakinama Ade, Alakoya de Isinai. It's showing me two lions, a male and a female, wrestling in the ground, and the grass is very beautiful grass. They're kind of you know, playing and rolling around in the grass. Alakia Yurakanama Ade, Shitupoloi, Olakia de Isanai, Juda Ela Ilakunama Ade, Cinemade, Luielakalai, the Isanai, Grabaya, but the Isinamoi, Iraklai, Ilakunama Ade, Cinemalai, Ilakinama Ade. Representing the divine masculine, the divine feminine, Ulai Kadayiroknama Ade, coming together, Ulai Yati Isinamai, Lokanama Ade, receive the world, receive the earth with their energies, with their babies, with their frequencies, Alakayati Isinai, Lokanama Ade, praise God, Alakia Adu Isinamai, Tidamai, Lakinama Ade, Kudabayapate Isinamai, Lakalai, Layuti Isinamai, Ushinamai, Kalaiya Chinamai, Yirakanama Ade. We're going to call on that very powerful light to be activated into your pineal glands right now. They're reminding me of a vision that I had the other day in regards to my wings being ripped off. Long time ago, when me and my twin and my daughter were together. Anyways, the wings were ripped off. They're showing me how that frequency is coming in for you to heal your wings, to heal that old wound where your wings may have been ripped off in the other old ancient lifetimes. They're showing me where that frequency is being healed, where that energy is being healed, where your wings are being healed. A very painful vision that I had. I had to sit there and deal with it and look at it and watch that lifetime and watch me and him being together and watch me and my daughter and watch us all have to deal with that kind of harsh energy. It's painful, the trauma and the pain that I experienced just having to watch that, so I can't even imagine it actually happening. When you start remembering these times right here, right now, we are in are so profound, like so profound. There's so much going on. They don't want me to be able to see what I'm seeing. When you come down into the throat. I'm seeing the masculine energy, and it's got this huge plug in the throat. Like they're just showing me the kings, the masculine, the emperors, the masculine energies, and like there's this huge plug in the middle of the throat right now. Like it at you the SNA to the mane, Goya, Irokinamade. Oduyashinamoi, the Isanai, Krai, Reknomade, Lekinamai, the Isanai, Tirakalai, Lokinamade, Cinemadia, Kuramade, Circulai, Lekinamade, Cinemade, Louis Leknomade. She gave me a vision of Jesus just kind of walking over and pulling the plug out, saying, "Here, let me do it." Alakea, the Isanai, Lekinamade, Nenamai, the Isanamai, Leknomade, Cinemalai, Elakanamade. Just a man of profound strength. Wisdom. You can tap into that energy anytime that you want. Jesus is there and available to all of us. So are all of the other guides that I work with on here, all available to you. Whatever you feel right to connect into the Holy Spirit, man. Like the Holy Spirit, like spirit, will help you in any way, like shape or form, any way. When you speak and you ask it, things start moving. Set the intention out. The universe, God, source, whatever you want to call it, starts working in your favor. You are the one. You call it in. They beat everybody down so much. Where everybody's weak, everybody's sick, everybody can't think for themselves. Everybody's thinking in the collective hive, the collective mind. You have to detach from the collective mind because it's all going to a certain place where a higher mind, not necessarily the higher God mind is trying to take you, but you have to detach from the hive mind. That way you can start thinking for yourself and you can go, wait, this is not, that is not, I'm not going there, because you can see where that's headed. You're like, no, I don't think like that. I'm not going that way. No, I'm going this way. I'm staying here. I'm doing whatever feels right for me. You want to think for yourself in a way that's not anybody else's truth. You want to find your own truth, your own resonance within your heart, within your soul. That is your truth. That's why I never try to push anything upon anybody of what my truths are, because my truth may not be your truth. You may be from a whole nother planet, time, place, and space where you have different beliefs, different things that you believe, and that's okay. That's your way of living. That's your soul, and that's what you want to experience. And some of us are ancient and old, and we do have those really deep wounds of like that whole Knights Templar energy within us, that warrior spirit, that warrior energy. And sometimes my mind will start thinking these old ancient like thoughts and things that like they would say in like the ancient days, very proper and in a different tone and voice, and it's very like out there and very wise, and it's like saying and stating things that like me, Ashley, would not think. And I'm like, wow, my soul is really wrapped up in this whole like religious stuff from back then, and it's just so bizarre how my mind thinks these old thoughts, and it's something I never studied in this lifetime. That's how I know it's a part of my soul. I know that my soul comes in. It's vast, and it's many different layers of me. And sometimes the Pleiadians will come in, and the aspects of me will have their say. It's very bizarre being like so awake and aware and open and multidimensional and fully in your multidimensional role. That's why everybody is spoon-fed so slowly, because all of this can really, if you open up, like take plant medicine and you just like open up to everything, and it can be very overwhelming. And I'm so glad that I just took the complete like sober path to this whole thing, because it's been slow, but every step that I've taken, and I've given a little bit more, and my mind's opened up a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then a lot more, and then a lot more, and you integrate and integrate and integrate and integrate all these layers and levels of yourself and aspects of yourself from different lifetimes, different planets, past lives, many different past lives. And it's just like you're a whole conundrum of so many layers, where it's like sometimes my guides always tell me, you don't need to study this. You already know it. And I'm like, but I don't have the words for it. I don't have all of the information that I think that I need in order to do the work that I'm doing. But then every time I get into a situation with a client or something like that where, for instance, if it is the Knights Templar, or if it is something, it's like the knowledge is there. It just comes right to me, and like I have the knowledge, I have the access. And so for me to sit down and study, it's almost like the information that's in me from my lifetimes in those times is more truth to me than anything I could read on the internet or in books. And I know that is probably maybe ignorant in some way to not want to study, but I don't feel that guided energy. I will look some things up, don't get me wrong. I just won't sit there for hours and hours on end. I'm like, all right, I know that, like something in my soul, like knows that, resonates with that. I have the energy, I have the skills and the abilities. I write them down and then I move on, and it's like, I'm just moving so fast into so many different facets of myself, and new stuff comes up. Just about every other day, there's something else that comes up. And that's why I really haven't spoken on the Egypt trip, because there's so much transpiring right now in Egypt and with the work that I'm doing that it's not going to be done until the middle of November, and then I will be able to speak more on it if I'm guided and if they tell me. But you can look out in the collective on people's YouTube channels where they're talking about creation codes and all of these different things, golden cobra codes, and all of this stuff that was worked, and the Lyrans, and all of the things that were happening in August whenever I was there, and the work that we did. You can see it trickling down throughout different people, different readers, different healers, and stuff like that. And we're all doing this work, so I know it's not just me by any means. I'm here as a vessel. I just show up. I'm like, you know what, Spirit, just show me. You want me to go somewhere? Fine. Just make the pathway straight for me, and I will say yes to whatever my soul is asking me to do. And so I just show up as soon as I get to the site or I get to the place. If the initiation is supposed to happen, or if I'm supposed to open something up, or if I'm receiving something, keys or anything like that, then I'm just there. My job is just to be happy. My job is to be joyful. My job is to be bumbly and bouncy, and it's all good, all right, and some days I'm nervous, and some days it's, not so bouncy and blah, blah, blah. And Spirit says, you got to go here. And when I'm nervous, or if I'm feeling nervous that morning, I don't know what's going on. Usually when I get to the site, it's something big. And I'm like, oh, well, my soul or something within me already knew what was coming down the pipe, and it was already preparing me. But after the work is done, it's like, whew, all right, I'm glad we did that. It's just, you feel like a sense of accomplishment and a sense of completion after you kind of make yourself do what your soul is calling you to do. And what's coming up is scary. I'm not 100% like logically, things that are coming up, I should be scared. Logically, I should be worried. Logically, I should be biting my fingernails. But on a soul and higher soul level and oversoul level, I am at peace. I honestly feel like what they're asking me to do now is, I feel at peace, and that's how I know it's right. And so I'm going to do whatever I'm being asked to do. And I think that is what we all should be doing right now. As long as you are connected fully to your heart and to your mind and to your guides and to yourself and to your oversoul, I think it's important to follow your intuition and follow your heart right now, because maybe you're being asked to do something that is a little off the wall, something that is kind of crazy or nutty, maybe to other people. But we, as these light warriors and light beings, we're not living in the same world. We are living in the same world, but it's like we're not living in the same vibration as most people around you. We're living in a place in space where we are co-creating with the universe. And some of us are here to create and help and grid work and all of the things. And so if whatever you're being asked to do, I would encourage you to do it, because there's so much soul peace in your soul when you do what you're being asked to do. Everything can be nerve-wracking, everything can be scary, everything can make you feel like anxious, but at the end of the day, if you know you need to be doing something and you're not doing it, it's going to just cause this like major block in you, because you're going to keep trying to go this way and the universe is like, you're going that way. And if you keep trying to go this way, it's going to say, now you're sick. Now you're going to get into a wreck. now you're this or now you're that. I don't wish that upon anybody at all. Those are just my own experiences that I've had. But and I don't want you to have to do that. So listen to the soul. Alakuya di isinamai ulakana ma'adai shitupulai ulakina ma'adai. Nanamaya koya di isinamai ulakuna ma'adai shitupulai di isinai. Kiramaya di isinai ilakia di isinai tidakanama ia di isinai tidakalai ilakina ma'adai. Cleanse, clear, neutralize the heart. Lakia du isinamai di ilakina ma'adai sinamalai ilakina ma'adai. Alakia yashinamai di isinamai ilakia lakina ma'adai sidabalai ulakia ilakina ma'adai. Kirabaya di isinai ilakina ma'adai sinamalai ilakina ma'adai. I'm going to begin to expand the heart, bringing forth this divine healing, divine love, divine light into your mind, your body, your spirit, going down into your solar plexus, going down into your sacral, going down into your root. Kalai udi isanamai ulakira ilakina ma'adai. Karamai ti isanamia turira kanamaadai sidamadai lokarai ilakina ma'adai kuriya ti isanai ilakina ma'adai. Activating and stimulating your body. Lokoe de sinamaadai. Activating and stimulating the cells in your body. Activating and stimulating all of the organs in your body. Olakia de isanai. Kuramaya bodi isanamai ilakaya ti isanai tirokalai ilakina ma'adai. Kurabaya di isanai ilakaya di isanama yulakina ma'adai sinama adai. Opening and expanding your roots. Alakia di isanama adai. Releasing all fears, all worries. Alakuya di isanai. Kurabaya di isanamai. Alakia di isanai. Chinamalai o di isanai. Kulo idati ilakina ma'adai. Shinamaya di isanai. Kurabaya di isanamai. Adukaya di isanai. Ilakina ma'ai ilakina ma'adai. Sidabaya adukina ma'adai. Shinamaya ilakina ma'adai. I just keep hearing, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? If you're being asked to do something absurd in your mind or something that makes you feel nervous, maybe that's the one thing that you need to do. Maybe that's the one thing that's going to shift your entire life, that brings you to the place where you actually want to be. You know, if you keep making the same decision day by day by day to do the same thing, like go to the same job or do the same stuff or be miserable in the same way, you know, if you're being called and asked by your soul and by your heart to go here and do this, talk to this person or do that or do this, and that could be the very one little task that could just shift your entire world. It only takes one person. It only takes one decision to, you know, shift the entire course of your life. It doesn't take much at all. Sometimes it's just, I'm making the decision today to not use. I'm making the decision today to be happy. I'm making the decision today to do something different. I'm making the decision today to take a walk. And when you take that walk, then you have a revelation. You have some sort of an idea. You have some sort of a thought. And you're like, oh my God, it would be so nice to open up a dog shop, and okay, I'm going to start here, and okay, I'm going to start here, and I'm going to start there, okay, and it just starts shifting your trajectory of your life from, I'm just going to keep going to this job, I'm going to keep watching that TV, I'm going to keep smoking this weed, drinking that beer, having sex with that girl or guy, I'm going to keep doing the same routine that keeps getting me the same results every single day. And it could just be as simple as taking that walk and allowing yourself to be quiet and to not worry so much, and to allow yourself to be at peace for a moment and relax into what your soul is calling you to do. I'm hearing somebody say I'm too old. No, you're not. I'm hearing other people who want to be out here in the world, in the realm of knowledge and bringing forth knowledge and healing and peace and all of the things to people. I'm hearing you almost like feeling low on yourself, like I don't look like that, I don't do that, I don't have this, I don't have the equipment, I don't have that, I don't have this. Just start somewhere. Like, you know, it's some sort of a force that's trying to keep you down. You gotta push through that, whatever it is. You know, we all have fears about the way we talk, about the way we look, about the way we dress, about the way this and they that. We all have to be subjected to people's opinions in this world. But the one thing that matters is your opinion. How do you feel about you? How do you feel? If somebody comes on here and calls me ugly or calls me, what do they call me? Like snake, something, you know, stupid stuff. Like somebody said a succubus or something like that. I was like, really? Me? The last thing I'm doing is trying to take anything from anybody. I'm giving you all. I'm giving. I'm sitting here pouring my energy and my love and the universal love into you. I'm not taking anything from you except transmuting and helping you to transmute energies to help you. So it's like, I know my truth. I know I'm not that. You can call me whatever you want. I know I'm not doing that, so it doesn't hurt me. And if somebody says, oh, you're ugly, that's your opinion on what you think beautiful and ugly is. That's your opinion if you don't like my necklace or my shirt. Like, these are things that, like, they suck to hear. Of course, we want everybody to love us and everybody to like us, you know, but at the end of the day, it's like, that's your opinion, and you're just somebody off the internet and I don't even know. You're not paying my bills, you're not sleeping in my bed, you're not, as much as I love everybody and want to be good to everybody, of course, but at the end of the day, like, we have to look at it like, well, I mean, that's your opinion, and so if anybody's like scared of getting out here into the world and speaking your truth, and that can be really hard because it's your truth, and people may have their opinion on your truth, but at the end of the day, it's what's inside of you, that's your truth, and maybe people need to hear that truth so that they can not be so brainwashed, and so they can start thinking for themselves and to start seeing that we all are different, and we all have different beliefs, and we all have different thoughts about this or that, and we don't need to be following this, and conform to everything that society is telling us to do. We have the right to be our own individual personality and self and belief system, and my connection to Source, God, Creator is my own personal, it's the most personal thing that I have in my life. I don't want you in the middle of my relationship with that. I don't want anybody in the middle except if I ever get and marry my husband. That's the only person I would ever want in the middle. But even still, it's a very personal connection with that energy, Source, God, Creator. That's something that's very personal. And we all have and can have our own version, our own thoughts, and our own relationship with that. And so we're all different. And so it's learning to love and be and have respect for each other as one collective, but then also like respecting your differences and respecting you as your own personality, your own thoughts, your own visions, your own whoever you are. Because I think that's so beautiful that we all are different. We all have different thoughts. We all have different beliefs. We all have different ways of living and learning and loving. And like the way you see the world, I want to know sometimes. The way I see the world, maybe somebody wants to sit with me and have a conversation about that. And like, it's cool to see how everybody sees it, the different perspectives, It's when we want to control those perspectives, when we want to control how everybody sees one particular thing. It's unreal to me that I could never walk in this world and say, you must only think this way. That's the only way to think, and anything outside of that is wrong. Like, to me now in my day today, like that seems like the most absurd thing I could ever, like on this planet, that's the most absurd thing that you could ever do to a human. It just rips them and strips them from all imagination, from all thinking for themselves. Like it strips you from that true God source, God force that is imagination, that is a part of that. Man, I'm rambling on and on. I'm sorry. It's coming up, but I just now in my days today, I think that I love you, and I hope that you feel these energies, and I hope that you receive all of this good energy. There's so many things that I think I want to say, and I'm sure many things that you're thinking and that you feel about all of the things. And the more that we as humans, as these divine, sovereign beings, can continue to raise our vibration and to see through the eyes of the heart versus the eyes of the mind, and balance all of this. If we can balance the mind and the heart, you can begin to see the truth, but then you begin to see through the eyes of love, the eyes of the heart. The heart knows the truth, and the heart, in my opinion, is the most beautiful way to see this world. But again, everybody has their choice to see the world however they so choose. And it's your choice how you want to wake up every single day to be happy or attempt it, or to be sad. And sometimes with depression and mental health, you need help. You can't wake up and be happy. I remember those days. I couldn't wake up and be happy. I was miserable. And until I took the steps to ask for help, I wasn't going to get better. I was only going to get worse. My depression and suicidal thoughts and all the things were only going to get worse. So I had to pick up the phone and call for help and get into a therapist and get into a healer and get into these places. But as soon as I took that first step, I felt such a relief, because depression, anxiety, the suicidal stuff that kind of can take over our minds if we are in deep depression, that kind of stuff will keep you stuck in a dark room in the bed. Like, you don't even feel hungry. You don't want any water. Like, you just don't feel anything except being in that bed and like being just, wrapped in sleep, I guess, And so it's really hard to get up and out of bed. And it's even harder to call a doctor's office or call a therapist's office or something like that, because they want to know all of these questions. But you can start there. Call and just say, hey, I need some help. Call a healer, call whatever you need to do in order to get the help that you need, because there is help for you and for everybody out here. I'm living proof that addiction is curable. Addiction is absolutely curable, 1000%. Depression is curable. Any and all other mental health, anything that they diagnose me with is. You can heal through anything. Your mind, it made you sick. It made me sick. It made me really sick. But my beautiful mind, also made me really healthy. It made my mind so connected to something that I never knew before, and in this lifetime. And it made me so full of love and full of a healthy body, a healthy mind, healthy heart. And so if you are hurting, reach out. If you're hurting, and you don't have anybody to reach out, you can reach out to me. I will help you get numbers and to help you get the service that you need. And so, lots of rambling, because I love you all so much, and that's what I do on here. I hope you got something out of this. Thank you so much for listening to the light language and to me. And please subscribe, comment, share, like, and I will see you guys later. Bye.